Another day at work. Feeling a lot better today than what I was in the previous days with my cold. It has been quite a challenging week. You know, just being at work and doing my own thing. I couldn't even go for my training on Wednesday. Even at home, I couldn't train properly. I was trying to rest more. You know, just to keep the level of my energy up. Well, yes, today's a better day. It's not so cold. The weather is not promising. And it's not raining at the moment. So this is the life of a coalman. You know, some days you're gonna leave home early morning and it will be freezing. It will be absolutely freezing. And other days will be just like today, not freezing, but damp. You know, it's lightly cold, but nothing so bad. And I keep watching what people are doing, what people are saying about the immigration issues, or the illegal immigration issues in the UK, or in the United States. There's a lot of people around me who work with deliveries, you know, they leave early morning, go for the motorbike delivery, Uber Eats, or all that kind of thing. You know, making their own money, living their own lives. But I won't lie to you, some of them, they really annoy. It really annoys me. They really annoy me on the traffic because they have no respect for you. They put the motorbike right in front of you. They just keep accelerating. They keep cutting corners. And if you beat on them and they lose the balance and fell off the motorbike, you are in trouble. I don't want to say anything bad about people when they are at work, but some of them, they have no respect for others who are at work too, you know. Of course, I know it's much more safe for me in the car than being on the motorbike outside. But it's not all the time I can stop the van right on time if I have 2 tons of coal on top of it. You know? And some people, they just come with the motorbike on the bicycle and they cut right in front of you, and then that's a problem because I cannot stop a van doing 30 miles an hour within 5 meters. You know, I can't. And they look at you like you're doing something wrong. They cut from left hand side, from the right hand side. They don't respect you. They show fingers to you. They think they own the road. And guess what? I'm not talking about anybody else. This is some of Brazilians that I know. You know, they make all of the trouble on the roads and they want to be right. And if you say anything, they want to buy a fight against you. Guess what? I buy it. I take it. Okay? Now, what's wrong with on traffic? Well, you should understand. The roads must be safe for everyone. Mainly on the place where we do our deliveries. There's a lot of elderly people and kids on the roads. So we need to be very careful. So that's why I say sometimes being at work is more like a little challenge because of the bad drivers who are out there. Okay? Not because of the work they are doing, just because they don't respect traffic. Last week was another one. I'm driving in the countryside and I see a couple of motorbikes stop right in the middle of the road. And I had to stop the van and wait for them to move the motorbikes out of the way. No bikers, just guys doing some of the deliveries. They stopped right in the middle of the lane, one single truck. And I just start getting closer and closer just to make sure they would move a little bit on the side so I could go with my van. No, they pretended I was not there. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. And I don't know them personally, but I know they are Brazilians. Now you're gonna say, well, what do you have against Brazilian people? Nothing. I'm Brazilian myself. But what I notice, some of the Brazilian people, they want to live in a different country. They want to make their own rules to be in that country. Okay, just because sometimes they live in a lawless place in Brazil, they want to do exactly the same around here. So anyway, I didn't know then. Well, I knew then, just because they are Brazilians. I saw them sometimes in town. I have a couple of friends. They have like takeaways in restaurants in York, and I see them going there and collecting food. And I'm start looking, and then I just couldn't take because I was in rush to get back home as well. So I just heard a beep, beep, beep. And then one of them looked at me, the other one kept right up the road. They were side by side, just talking with one of the helmet lift, another one just talking with the helmet on. And then I just saw the horn like, bang! And they kept that for maybe 10 seconds, and I see them putting the footrest of the motorbike and get out of the motorbike and come with me. I just turn off the van, I open the door, and I look at them. What? In Portuguese. Are you guys gonna get out of my way or what? And then some of them, they look at me like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. And I think, regardless who the person is, you should not do that to people. Ooh. So let me back. I just had to leave for a little bit. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's help the channel to grow a little bit. I'm making a little transaction from one social media to another. This channel was more to talk about capoeira, Brazilian martial arts. I'm changing it. I'm changing it for to talk about whatever, to talk about anything, to change subjects. No, but how you doing? You alright? How you keeping? And yeah, so that's one of the things that annoys me is when you're in the country. And everybody needs to obey the law, the rules, and some depends, they just don't want to do so. So the situation that I had with these guys on the road, probably if it was somebody else, that someone who they didn't know, that would be probably a fight. They would cause and they would step in there just because they were stopping. Well, I wouldn't say stopping the truck, but they were in the middle of a single track road. That could have been anyone. That could have been another person with a little bit less stamina, who could cause them a lot of troubles. The reason they backed up when they saw it was me is because they know I practice martial arts and I wouldn't take any shit from them. So when I look at them, I just said, well, what you want to say, what you want to do, get out of my way. And they said, well, we didn't know it was you. I said, regardless who was driving, it doesn't matter if it was me or anybody else. You need to show respect to people when they're on the road. You didn't buy that road. And what is the reason you stop in the middle of the countryside to start talking? Just move on the side of the road. And when I say the countryside, I mean it. It was maybe about 6-7 miles out away from York. It was not only like a little country road outside of the city. No, it was about 7 miles away from work, so I had no idea what we were doing over there. But anyway, if that would be the reason to start a fight, I would have started one with a pleasure. You know. This is a challenge that we get sometimes on the roads, you know. Many times I see cars going right in front of me, and when I'm doing maybe 60 miles on the Dual Carriageway, and then someone just cross right in front of you, try to cut the line. Mainly the rich guys with Mercedes, with Jaguars, you know, these really beautiful cars. They don't care, they don't follow the rules. They are making the rules. They just go right in front of you, and to not hit them or to not hit anyone, or you almost break your own truck because you have to hard brake, or sometimes you have to take the car off the road, which happens time to time. I'm just driving there and something happens and they need to leave on the side of the road, almost causing an accident, and they don't even look back. They just drive off and they disappear right in front of you. That happens more often than you guys can imagine. And who is the wrong one at the end of the day? Me. That's why I say sometimes I like being on the road. You know, I like driving, I like being outside. I have no complaints about the job whatsoever. If I'm come to deliver the call to somebody's house and this person shows me some disrespect, I just turn around and walk out. You know, I drive off and I don't leave the car behind. And what they're gonna do? They're gonna call the police for me? No. Everything what I do, the dash camera is recording audio and video. If anyone will show me any disrespect while I'm at work, they won't get the call. Any comment I think is not appropriate, I just turn around and leave them without the call. Or they go, the only thing they can do is call the company and tell the company I did not deliver the call and they don't know the reason. The only difference is I'm a manager in this company. It's only the big boss and myself working here. Okay. Probably I'm gonna be the one answering the phone if I feel like. If not, they're gonna just tell the boss, well, your driver didn't want to deliver our call. And that's it. The only thing the boss will say, well, what was the reason then? And then he's just gonna ask them the reason. He's gonna call me, say, okay, what has happened there? And I say, well, they did not treat me with respect. That's it. I don't need to say anything else. I just need to say they did not treat me with respect. That's a good reason for not go back to that place, and that person will never get a call from us anymore. And if I want, I can even put them on the blacklist with the other merchants we have around. So it's just another day at work. I won't lie to you, I love the days when it's snowing, when it's very cold and people don't come to talk to you most of the times. Because sometimes what happens, I love having this connection with the customers, talk to people. You know, we talk about life, we have these nice little conversations. But some people, I really don't want to spend my time there, speak to them. You know, some of them, they are retired. They have retired from their jobs and they believe the world has retired with them. Because I keep saying, look, I'm quite busy and I need to go. And they start talking to me like they're not even listening. They just want to say something because they believe, I'm believing they call, but also I'm a kind of psychologist to listen to their problems, which I don't mind if I'm not busy. As I say, I have a good relationship with the customers, but there's 3 or 4 of them. I really don't want to be around them and talk because they're very annoying people. Very annoying people. Asking strange questions. And it's not every day you are in mood to answer questions, mainly private questions to people when they start coming talking to you. Anyway, it's one of those things we have in life. That's the job I wanted to do. I'm happy doing it. Holy crap, I didn't realize I put so many. Woo! One of those days. Did you subscribe to the channel already? Did you leave your like in there? Please do. While you are there, you're doing nothing. You're just listening to this stupid Matt Coleman saying all sorts of nonsense monologue conversation. So at least leave your like in there. Ask a question. Let's go together in this journey. I know I'm just here talking to myself. Some people, they just walk around here in the yard and they think I'm going mad. What is this guy doing? He's talking to himself. What's wrong with him? So at least if people call me mad and crazy, at least if I like it, then make it work for me. Well, please guys, tell me where you come, where you from, where are you, where you watching me from, what you're doing at this time, say who you are. Oh, here we go. Once again, I really want to finish early. Today is Friday, and I haven't been well for a few days. As I'm feeling a little bit better today, I might just grab a cup of beer or have a little bottle of whiskey and then have a little drink after work today when I get back home, just to warm up. And maybe I'll do a little bit of stretch, something what I haven't done much this week. I have a kids class to run tomorrow morning around 11 o'clock, so I really want to make sure I'll be good by then. And I want to make sure I can do a little bit of training. If I cannot make it, that's fine. It's not a problem. There is another 2 people in the gym with me, another 2 instructors. So if I'm not able to take the class, they will do it for me. I'm not much bothered, but I would like to go there myself just to sweat a little bit. It's cold, just try to get back to be active a little bit, just to train a little bit. Because all of these days at work here, I haven't been training. I've been lifting. If weight at work, which means I'm not training at all. I'm just working. I don't compare to the same. Let's see how it will be at the end of the day and hopefully tomorrow. I'm sure I'm not going to be back to normal tomorrow, but at least if I am better than what I am today, it's already a good start. So yeah, that's it guys, that's just another day at work. The Coleman's life. So in this lot here, I have let's see if I can change the camera. Yeah, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deliveries, 39 bags, starting from now. As I say, the weather is not so great, but could be worse. I kind of like this weather, to be honest with you, to deliver call. It's not nice when you have to deliver something when the sun is cracking on your head, so it makes life much easier. Of course, I don't like the weather when I'm a bit poorly. Then I really could do without it. But in spite of the game, in spite of the challenge, please, I have a goal, which I promised myself, and I'm trying. I set a goal to have 200 subscribers in this channel by the end of February. So if you guys can give me a hand, can help me out, Last time I watched it was 149, and I would be absolutely happy if I have 150 subscribers today to end January. You know, that'll be quite good. And by the end of the year, if you can make the margin of 500, that will be even greater. Okay? If you can have more, we'll have more. If not, that's fine. I'm not planning to make any money from YouTube, from streaming. Here is just that time when I can say, right, I can just come here and speak my mind, you know, just relax a little bit, not be worried about anything else. I don't need to pay a psychologist because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be listening and listening and listening to me and da 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 da. I'm gonna be talking to myself, doing my monologue. So I'll be exactly the same here. Sharing with you guys what the Coleman's life is, sharing with you what I do for martial arts and some of the other jobs, what I do time to time. Okay, so if you like it, just leave a like. Okay, if you want to ask a question, I'm just gonna I'm gonna drive around here to put the lids up. Once I'm driving out of the yard, I'm turning off the phone. Okay, it's okay for me to be on the phone while I'm still in here because I'm not driving yet. Oh, now where is the key? Oh, it is here. Right. Any questions, guys? Would like to ask anything? Or should I just call it off the live for now? I'm just gonna run that to the low okay. Right, once I start driving, I'm stopping the video. So if you have any questions, I can spare another few minutes, a few seconds. We're gonna be 10, 9, 8. Any questions? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, guys. I much appreciate the time you spent here with me this morning. So if you want to watch the live from the beginning, I'm gonna save the line here and you can hear a little bit of stories. Please don't forget to leave the like on the video. Okay, we'll speak to you soon.